Hey there, welcome to the Let's Grow Annual Challenge, day 36 already. We're already into our second month of this year, and we've done one thing every day to grow in some way, shape, or form. Last month, we spent a lot of time coming up with our own framework, our own process for growth, and we're going to go into it in detail each month. But before we do that, yesterday we picked an area of our life that we wanted to improve, right? We wanted to grow in, a relationship we wanted to grow in. And today we are going to start applying the SOAP framework to it. This is a framework that I started using consciously, right? We always have a way of dealing with challenges and setbacks and obstacles and things that come our way. But early on during the pandemic, I was like, all right, everybody else, what the heck am I going to do now? And I decided I needed to show up. I needed to continue doing challenges, which I'd been doing for years. And every other month, instead of doing like a 10-day challenge, I decided I was going to do a 30-plus day challenge. So every other month in 2020 and 2021, I did a 30-day challenge to get up and go, to get moving and keep moving. No matter what was going on around us, we needed to keep moving our life forward and making progress, growing, becoming a better version of ourselves, etc. Doing some of the things that we'd always wanted to do, but we never had the time to do before. We told ourselves we never had the time to do. And one of the things that came out of that was this SOAP framework. And I've got bars of soap and I've got little SOAP framework graphics and things that I've used over the years. But I finally, I think it was last year, got out a piece of cardboard, practiced writing backwards, and put the 4 steps of the SOAP framework on this lovely graphic so that I can share it with you every month. Because guess what? We are going to go over the SOAP framework every month. Why? It's that important that we have a process and a system that we can install in our subconscious, so whenever anything comes up, we automatically run through that, and then I like to think of as stepping stones, right? We automatically step off a higher place of problem solving and decision making than if we didn't have a conscious process that's actually installed in our subconscious to run through before we actually start dealing with the situation. I would say 95%, 90% for sure of the challenges and setbacks and obstacles and things that come into my life nowadays, because life has not gotten anything but busier and more challenging for most people. I've got this installed in my subconscious to the point that it deals with the things and I just deal with them automatically. They don't have to become part of something I need to consciously pay attention to in order to come up with solutions for. But guess what? When I do need to do that, this is the process I use. So the first step of the process is my story. What's my current story? What's my current situation? Let's be brutally honest. I'm going to be brutally honest with myself and say, what is my current relationship situation right now? And I decided I am going to do the relationship with my sisters. I have 3 sisters, 1 older, 2 younger. They're awesome. They've been my best friends my entire life. But like all siblings, we have challenges and conflicts and differences. And even though we're all raised in the same family by the same 2 amazing parents, we are all very different. And it's really interesting to look at the different beliefs that we have and the way those play out in the results we get in our lives because of that. So that's the relationship I'm picking. And I'm going to tell myself today, and in my book, I'm just going to show how I actually do this. I pick the relationship. Then I say, okay, what are the characteristics of my current story? What's the current situation with my siblings? And then what is my desired situation? Because guess what? It's not perfect yet. After my youngest sister just turned 60, I'm going to be 64 this year. After 6 decades together, we still don't always see eye to eye or get along or treat one another the way we absolutely positively should treat one another. So there's always room for improvement in pretty much any relationship we're ever involved in. So that's the one I'm picking. And then today, that's all we're going to do. What is my current story? What am I telling myself? What are my thoughts and beliefs? We talked about thoughts, beliefs, and core values. And are there core values that we don't have in common? Does that cause conflicts? Are there thoughts and beliefs that we've had over, because each of us, even though we're siblings, have had different life experiences? Are there things like that that are impacting our relationship? And then finally, what is the desired relationship? So current relationship, desired relationship. Why? Because we want to identify the gap, the difference between where we are and where we want to be. And that's how we start moving toward where we want to be. Because if we're focusing on what we don't want, we get more of that. If we're focusing on what we do want, we create that. So that's why the first step of any problem solving or challenge is Figure out where you are. You usually know that pretty clearly because that's what got your attention in the first place. And then figure out, where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Questions about this? Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group has got a write-up as well as an example, someone's story. Can't remember who I put in there. I want to say Ted or Ken or somebody's story today. I forget. And then that's also an example with siblings, 3 brothers. So, wow, I wonder why I picked that story. All right. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have fun with this process, because when you make it your own and repeat it enough, all of a sudden it becomes automatic. And like me, 90% of the challenges and setbacks and obstacles and stuff that pop up in my life, I don't even consciously have to deal with, because I'm automatically dealing with them by using this process. That's why we're going to break it down over the next few days. All right. Have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.